Everybody, Nick from Meat Smoke Fire here. Hopefully, well, we won't know until a few of you join, you can hear me because we've updated the software on the phone and I haven't tested it. Anyway, cool, we're on. We have 3 dishes today and they're all Halloween and Bonfire night themed. So we're going to do some Crisscross dogs. We're going to do a cheese fondue, but in some pumpkins, and I must get onto that straight away. And we're going to do some jacket potatoes scooped out with some chili con carne in, and then put the potato back over the top. So like a loaded, big loaded potato skin. So Helena, over here. Oh, sorry, I will explain why I said Helena in a second. Right, I have 200 millilitres of white wine. Now it has to be acidic. I'm going to come back and do the intros, but I need to get this warm. So an acidic white wine. So this is a Picpoul de Pinet. And into that I'm going to chuck some garlic. So I've just got a crushed clove of garlic. I'm going to pop that in there and we're just going to get this warmed up so that the garlic goes through that cheese. So it's a direct heat in this egg, about 180 degrees. And that's just going to warm up. And that is going to make our cheese fondue. So in there I've got a whole load of cheese and I'm going to show you that in a minute, but first, intros. So on camera today we've got Helena.
Morning.
Andrea's not here, so we've got Helena on camera. We've got the fire going, of course, because we have Mama here who's on, what's she on? Rosé, hop, Prosecco.
Yeah.
Jeez, already. Right, so we've started a few of these things early because they're slower cooks. Apologies if the camera works a bit rubbish today. I can see her trying to read the messages and do the camera work. Yeah. So if you don't get responses, it's because she's trying to do both. We shot some video, was it earlier last week? And the key moment where I flipped something out of a pan onto a plate, Helena was watching around the side of the camera and totally missed it. And it couldn't be repeated. Made you cross?
Yes.
Oh dear. But we're still together. We're week 3 into Helena working full time for Meat Smoke Fire. We're still together, just about. Anyway, right. So anyway, we've got several things all going on at once. So on here, I've got that white wine just warming up. Let's go over there. Hopefully today our IT should be all right. I've probably jinxed that, haven't I? Because we've got a Wi-Fi thing hanging out the patio.
It looks classy.
Yeah, it does look classy. Anyway, on this one, and I'm going to take them off, just let them cool down.
Right.
We've got 2 of our jacket potatoes. They've been on for a couple of hours. Indirect cook, 180, 200 degrees. So you can see we've got the convector in there. The jackets, I just prick them with a fork, put them on, cooked them for about an hour and a half, turned them every so often, and then the last half hour I've just put some olive oil over the top, a bit of sea salt, and they should be lovely and crispy. So we're going to take these off. You certainly were a couple of minutes ago. So let's get these out. I'm going to pop them on here for a second, and then we'll get them scooped in a minute. Oh, you can hear that one, it's lovely.
Sorry, I was just taking my scarf off. I'm having a bit of a
Right, so that's our jacket. So they should be ready. I haven't pricked them to find out. They're as ready as they're going to be. Over here, Helena.
Right.
Cheating today. So yesterday or the day before, we made a chili con carne. Always better to make it and then leave it overnight. We made it on the egg over there. The recipe's on the website. We smoked it, so we used a wood chunk to give it some smoke, give it some depth, so it does make it totally different to the oven. I've chucked it in the Charlie. I've got the Charlie sitting at about 110. Just keeping it warm. So let's just show you what that looks like.
Oh, it smells good.
Yeah, I've got the lid on because I've already smoked it. I'll chuck that there. But here is, needs a stir, but our beautiful chili con carne.
I'm so out of practice being on camera.
Yeah, you could probably go a little bit further away maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, we're loving the Charlie still. So that's that one. On this egg over here.
Oh, hello. Not too new.
Already cooking. We've got 2 squashes. So these should be about 180. I'm just cooking them because I want them to soften up a little bit. Whether they do for this, we'll see later. But we're going to put our fondue inside those and then bake it. So it should be delish. Right.
Do you want to explain why there's a foil ring there?
Oh, yeah. If you look at this one, it's sitting on a foil ring. See if I can show you. It's because it's a pointy squash
shape.
Yeah. So it wouldn't stand up on its own. So just put a foil ring around it, and it stands up.
Whose genius idea was that?
All right. It's gonna be like that, is it now? Right. Let me put those gloves back over there. We'll go over to this. Come on, keep up.
I'm going this way.
Oh, are you? Right. So we've got our wine in there, warming through. Oh, it's warming up nicely.
What else is in there? Garlic.
So at the moment, just wine and garlic. I'm going to put in a squeeze of lemon juice, just to add a little bit more acidity. So about a teaspoon, something like that. The acidity, I keep going on about it, but the acidity's there because when you put the cheese in, the acidity helps the cheese not split, if that makes sense. So if you put the cheese in on its own, the fats would come out and you'd have cheese and fat. The acidity helps
Is it
emulsify it.
What they call it?
Yeah. Right. So what I might do, as I do every week, is try and lower these to speed it up. I don't know why I always put them up high. I don't know, we're quite warm. So I've got 3 cheeses in here. I've got Comté today, so you could use Comté or Gruyere. So 200 grams grated. I've got 100 grams of grated Emmental, and then I've got some chunks of this. This is Reblochon. You're supposed to take the skin off, but it's such a gooey thing. You could use brie. So we're going to put these in and melt them in here gently. So put them in a handful at a time.
Someone spotted the Wi-Fi extender out.
Oh yeah, it's looking classy, isn't it? Just behind. Yeah, looking classy. Yeah.
Oh, I better put that on the list of your to-dos to sort out.
Yeah, we keep talking about buying another one, but I just took it out of the cupboard inside and put the extender wire out the window. We know how to do IT in this house. You'd never believe I worked in IT 20 years. Hey, we haven't cut out yet, so, and we didn't the week we did it before.
Okay.
So, right, I'm going to leave that to heat through a little bit, and then we'll put some more cheese in.
Can you
So,
just pull that glove off?
why are you wearing gloves?
Because I thought it was going to be cold.
Oh.
Now I'm right hot.
Having a moment.
Right. What are you doing next?
So, I'm going to scoop these out
Okay.
because I want to put them back on to crisp them up a little bit more. So, I'm just going to chop them in half. Whoa. And they could have stayed on a little bit longer, but they're definitely soft in the middle. I'm going to scoop them out into one. I'm just going to get a glove because they are piping hot. Scoop them out into one pot, and then we're going to mash them. So you don't have to be too accurate with these, but just get the most of the most of the potato out because you want to use that for the topping. We're going to have way too much chilli, by the way, but that's good because then you can have it for everything else.
Oh, bless you.
Bless your mama. Nobody else heard that. We both did. Right, here we go. So they cook beautifully. If you've not done jackets on the egg, do jackets on the egg. They're one of Helena's favourite things. Although one of the next recipes, I think it's up there, which I was amazed at. Right, I'm going to put these back on just to crisp them up a bit more. Won't do them any harm. And they're going to be our little plates really. Going to fill them up with a bit of chilli and then put some potato back on the top. So let's mash the potato while it's hot. So if you've got one of these are brilliant. A potato ricer. So get your potato, pop it into the ricer, and then just squeeze it, and you get the best mash. Who have we got on, Helena?
So
that's gonna tax you.
we've got Ash on.
Morning, Ash.
We've got Rob's barbecue.
Morning, Rob. What's today's joke, Rob? You on it?
We've got Sue Stoneman.
Morning,
we've got
Sue.
Jane Bleakley. We've got Mary Pemberton. We've got Dan Levy. We've got Leaky Gusler. They're all the ones I've remembered. I think Karen's on.
Franco's on. Wow.
Franco.
Hello, Franco.
Oh, Martin. Steve
Morning,
from
Martin.
Churchwood Fisheries.
Morning, Steve. He had a platter and a half. So they had some guys in from a pub or a restaurant or whatever at his fishery, and the dishes they were having on the side bank of one of his lakes, incredible. Right.
Nick from Car.
Morning, Nick. So Nick is going to be running 4 classes next year. They're out. They're on the website. Sign up for them after this. Don't run away and do it now. Yeah, one of them's already almost booked up, I think. So yeah, street food. So Nick is off on his travels shortly. So I've just put butter in, by the way. I just want to make it a little bit richer. But this is our mash that's going to go on the top. And you can just let that sit now, and we'll give that a stir in a minute. So that's our mash. Right, what I will do, put that in there, that's fine. Just going to give it a wipe down. It's only been veg, so we're all right. Yeah, so yeah, you might have seen the classes are on the website. We've sold out a couple of dates already, which is great. They've only been up for a couple of days. Yeah, apologies. It's only salt. Apologies for the web issues we had last week. Who knew? Anyway.
So if anyone did place an order and they didn't get confirmation, just reach out. Oh, Franco's 3-year-old grandson's also watching. 3 months.
3 months.
3-month-old grandson is also watching. So
I don't know how to. Yeah. So
Franco must be on grandpa duty.
Yeah. So we are doing Crisscross Frankfurters. Boring, normal, but these are the chunky big ones. So get your Frankfurter. I'll do a couple of these. Put it between 2 wooden spoons, because we're going to crisscross them. Unless,
of course, you've got a special tool.
Yeah, unless your name's Phil and you've got a special tool to do this, you can buy them. But what I want to do is we're going to cut them down that way and then cut them down that way. So I'm just going to, every like 5 mil, just do a cut. Now the point of the spoons is to stop you cutting through the whole lot. It's a bit like when you do Hasselback potatoes. And then you can cut the other way, so about every 5-7 mil, something like that.
I have to say I wasn't expecting to love these, but they were amazing.
And that's our first one. So you can see, if I do that, you can see they all open up. I'll do another one. Do we want 2, or 2 will probably be enough, won't it? So we'll get those going like that. I haven't actually thought which egg I'm going to cook these on, but we'll work that back out in a minute. Or I need to go and do the cheese over there. So sorry, there's our 2 Frankfurts, they're ready. Let's go and have a look at our cheese. Keep her on her toes. Oh yeah, it's melting in nicely.
So you don't put all of it in at
No,
once?
so you keep putting bits in at once.
Okay.
Put it 3 lots at a time, probably 3 loads.
Why is that?
Just so it give it a chance to melt down.
Oh, okay.
Which it's doing nicely. So you've got that acidity in there. Oh, look at that. Can you see it's it's turning into a nice gooey fondue. Right, another lot in. So this is the reblochon. So this is the sticky. We used it. What did we use it for? Oh, when we did the tartiflette. You can get it from Tesco. It's like a half moon thing. You can't get it from our big Sainsbury's. Don't know why. Yeah, maybe.
I think you can use raclette cheese as well, I saw.
Yeah, I've seen somebody use brie. But we want to get all of that in there and just get it. Look at it. God, this is going to be so dirty. If you can say that.
I think the word's decadent.
Decadent. All of these things today, bit filthy. Oh, look at this.
Do you know the history of fondue?
No.
Oh, apparently. I did a little bit of research.
Oh, you did?
yesterday.
Oh, I thought Rob was going to come up with it all, because he's normally pretty good at that.
Morning Cork barbecue.
Morning Cork. I love the band, by the way. There's jazz festivals on in Cork at the moment. And, yeah.
So apparently Alpine families were using up kind of just melting cheese and then using up stale bread. It was an inexpensive way to feed families.
Love it.
So do you want to do a little bit of a recap? There's about quite a few people joined.
Okay, so we're doing all things naughty and horrible and whatever. Decadent.
I'm not sure horrible is the right
Yeah,
word.
horrible fits in with Halloween and
okay.
Bonfire night. So we're doing Crisscross dogs, which are Frankfurters that we've cut slits into. And so we're going to get those on in a sec. The point in doing that is when we cook them, we're going to cook them, they'll go a bit gnarly on the outside. So we've got Crisscross dogs. We've got our fondue cheese that's going to go into our pumpkins that are roasting on there. And we've got our jacket potatoes that are going to have this beautiful mash and some of our chilli on. So this will just go as a topping. We might put some cheese over the top, probably will. But let's get this off and in because this needs to bake. So I've got one more thing just to bring it together and hold it. Oh, look at that. That's what we're talking about. But just to hold it together a little bit, I've got, now you're supposed to put Kirsch in there, which is a liqueur, almond and cherry liqueur, but it's almost impossible to buy.
Yes, and we weren't quick enough to get one for our friend Mr. Anderson.
Can you hear the music? They probably can't. We've got Zombie Fest on in the village and it starts at 12. 12 till 12.
Awesome.
Anyway, so this is just, I've just put it with water, but it's just a little bit of corn flour.
What do they call that?
A slip or a
slurry.
So I'm just going to get it in there. Now just firm up a little bit, bond it all together. I'm using a whisk now just to get this all gooey, and then we'll get it in. Oop.
Morning, Mark. Tomo.
Mark up in Newcastle.
This is, no, not that one.
Okay, different one. Okay. Right. I'm going to take this off because I want this egg, and I'm just then going to put this in my pumpkins. Okay. So this could be a bit of a messy thing to do.
Okay. I'll jug out
a big spoon, which I'm going to use later, but I might have to get another one. So, bit of melted cheese on your top.
Lovely.
Lovely. Right. Oh.
Why don't you bring it forward a little bit?
Leave them where they are, they'll be alright. We're going to get those in, then we'll mix the liquid. It should all come together. It's going to be messy and gooey and oh, love it. That'll do. Is that leaking out or is that me dripping it?
Of course.
What?
It's Mark from Norwich.
There you go. Morning, Mark from Norwich.
He's slicing bacon that he smoked yesterday.
Oh, I should leave it for a few more days so it mellows a bit. Normally, that's what we do. But hey. Right.
Oh, Phil, bring some grey ones when you come.
Here we go. What's that?
He doesn't like my clips on my wall.
Oh yeah. so Phil's talking about the black wires down here with our white clips. He's a Sparky. It's one of his pet hates is white clips on black wires. So right. So our dogs. This is up at about 200. We're just going to put them on, and every 5 minutes we're going to turn them. I might do the gnarly side first.
So Ash has asked a question.
Yeah. Go Ash.
Best jacket spuds, Charlie oven or big green egg?
Have we done them in the Charlie?
No,
oven?
we haven't done them in the Charlie yet.
I've not done them in the
so
Charlie.
We'll have to do a comparison and then we'll let you know.
Charlie does baking really well.
Yeah. Our
little hots that we do on the class, which I know Ash has had, we prefer in the egg.
Yeah.
Yorkshire pudding's much better in the Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just more space in there, but it is, you know, sizable purchase if that's the right word. Anyway, right, let's do our potatoes. So I'm going to grab these. Oh yeah, they're crisped up nicely now.
Nice.
Perfect. We'll grab a couple of these. Bring those back over, line them up. And I'm just going to grab our chili con carne.
So we did cook this on the big green egg, but we just had it warming.
Yeah, I just put the Charlie just to use the space and to have a go. Yeah, I've had the Charlie just sitting at 110 degrees, so really nice, low and slow, just to prove to myself I can do it. I'm still learning on it. Right, so we're going to get some spoons of.
It'd be lovely to have you come over, Cork. So
yeah, come and play. Come and play and stay. That'd get messy. Oh, Helena's face there. Yeah, when are you next over, Cork? We should do a live cook with him one day.
oh, so Phil's making chocolate cheesecake this afternoon, which is going to bake in the egg. Ash is doing a misty pathia.
Ah, can't beat a misty. So we've got how many curry classes have we launched? 2 so far?
Yes.
4. 2 or 4?
2.
So the curry classes are up and live. People are booking those. We've got the street food classes up and live. We've got the class 1 up and live. The only one that's not live so far is class 2s. Right. What you don't want to do is overload this and squidge all the filling out. So you've got to be a little bit gentle. So we'll get those on. Lovely. Now they're going to run a bit. They're going to be a bit messy. So don't overload it. And what have I done? Overloaded it.
I don't think you have.
No, that's all right.
Just look very clean.
I'm not the best cook, am I? But these...
No, I think you're a good cook. You're just not...
Yeah, not the best.
Presenter.
Yeah. That always amazes me with baked potatoes. You scoop it all out, you mash it, you put extra ingredients in there, and you're still left with as much as you had, less than you had, I think, when you started. How's that work?
Oh, see, Steve says Steve from Churchwood said you should pipe it on.
Oh God.
That's so not me,
Yeah,
Steve.
no, but that is so Steve, though, isn't it? I mean, yeah, yeah.
So, can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
I don't know that we do. Do we have a lamb shank recipe on the website?
We don't. I don't think I've ever done a lamb shank.
Okay, Barbara, sorry, we don't have a lamb shank recipe.
But we could do one.
Who's got a go-to lamb shank recipe that they could
Phil
share?
must have done one. Right, and then I'm just going to put some cheese over the top, because why not? And then we'll get these back in just to crisp up the tops, get that cheese melted. How delicious is that going to be? Right, so let's take these
I
over.
wondered if you were going to risk going off with all 4 there.
No, not stupid. Well, I am, but...
So what temperature you got this egg at?
So this is about 200, 180,
Okay.
200.
The other side.
And we're going to give those another, what, 15, 20 minutes, something like that.
Okay.
Get the cheese off your gasket. Never a good move, because it will melt and stick your gasket together and pull it off. So, right.
Top tip there.
Yeah. Melted cheese is the worst thing to put on your gasket. So if you're ever doing pizza or... let's get the worst of this off first. Pizza or anything cheesy, just make sure you get the cheese off your gasket. Right. Write this down. We're ahead of time. I could have done those sausages. We were going to do another dish, but we're going to do it later and put it up as a reel. We're going to do it tomorrow, aren't we?
I think so.
Probably lashing it down with rain tomorrow now. Anyway, do you like our new table? So, yeah, we've got a table with 8 chairs, so we can actually sit down now when you all come to us without bringing out the camping chairs. Right, let's go and see how our hot dogs are getting on. Get that out of the way. You move these, and then I'll just grab a pair of tongs. A little bit warm, but that's all right. So, can you see they're starting to brown up a bit?
And they spread open a little bit,
Yeah.
don't they, as you cook them?
And they'll curl up. So we want to get them a bit gnarly, but they'll curl up. It's really nice.
A bit like the older corn ribs.
Yeah, yeah, because you cut them, I think the skin just shrinks and it just pulls them, curls them round. You warm enough there, Mama?
Yes, I'm good, thank you.
Any questions, comments? Anything going on? We haven't been dripped on yet. We've got the roof open, and because of all the condensation on it last night, there's drips everywhere. So I think Helena was a bit worried.
Paola wants to know what you call your cheesy chili jackets.
Cheesy chili jackets.
And the
I don't know.
No, we've called them chili loaded potatoes, I think. The recipe isn't quite up yet.
Oh, week 2, and you've not. You know, come on. It's nearly up. We just don't have photos to put
No, I
up.
haven't
So
got photos of it.
we did practice. We haven't practiced that one in the last couple of weeks, so we haven't got any photos. This
No.
we did. We've got photos, so that is
So
up.
the Crisscross dog is up.
Where the fondue isn't yet.
Okay.
Yes. Can I get my drink?
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, you can go back over there.
So
Because we're at sort of a lull while these cook.
Jane has asked, any tips on preventing cure if not using the big green egg for an extended period to help keep it clean? She said, I know the quick answer would be to use it more.
Yeah, use it more, definitely. If you've got a cover for it, open the bottom vent a little bit, open the top vent a tiny bit just to let the air go through it. It will go mouldy because if you've had food in there, the moisture from the air will get into it. It will go mouldy inside if you don't use it for a while. Don't worry about that. You can just put charcoal back in the bottom. I see what you're doing there. She's moved around. If the camera angles because Helena's warming her bum.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, fill it with charcoal, light it, but heat it up gently. What you want to do is probably get it to 180 and then leave it for an hour or two. What you might see is little balls of liquid coming through the glaze. The glaze is, because it's like a glass, you probably can't see it, but they craze a little bit.
Well, there's a little bit, you can probably see it a little bit there.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, so you might see moisture escaping through there. So just heat your egg up slowly. What you don't want to do is heat it up fast. Turn that moisture to vapour because it will pop. It won't crack the main bits, but the insides you can sometimes break. So, yeah, just be careful.
Those egg come up for treats.
Yeah, they're little hedgehogs. It's warmer over here. So, and if you're finding, you know, usual story, if you're finding they're not going quick enough, drop it down. You've got the expander.
So Ash has asked, any new or product releases coming out of Big Green Egg HQ this winter?
To be honest, Ash, I have not heard from them in months. So, don't know. We don't do dealer training until, well, normally it's March, April time. No, I've not been told. The only new things that have come out, there's a new, we get a newsletter. There is a new brisket knife. There's some new rubs. I've not tried them. Obviously the chopping boards are back. But no, nothing. I haven't heard of anything else. But I've not spoken to them in ages. I've not rung them to find out anything. So, yeah, you see them now really curling up. So what we want to do is get those really gnarly. Let's have a little look at our pumpkins. Look at that, stuck the cheese to the top. So that will just need a little stir when we're ready, which I haven't brought anything out. I've got a spoon. Now what you can do is just stir it up. Oh, look at that. But this needs half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, something like that. All that cheese. So this is just going to be perfect. Oh. Lovely. Dipping in your, we've got a nice crusty loaf to dip in there. It's going to be stunning. Let's get back to the sausages. Any other questions? That was a good question about the Big Green Egg stuff. No, don't know anything, haven't seen anything. Oh, look at those, they're looking lush.
Do you want to say anything about the Big for Space?
Yeah, so big should do. Big for space. So the cupboards that we use, and we sell, are launching, and I put it in the newsletter, but a new canopy that will go over the top of them. So it either bolts into your patio, bolts onto a wall, or you can put a block underneath. They'll come and put a cement block underneath with special screws in it. So it's a hidden almost mounting, and they put a canopy then comes up over the top. It's got remote control lights in it. It's got a guttering system so that all the water then comes out and down the back legs through a plastic tube inside the back legs so that they don't rust. Thought of everything. So those are on pre-order at the moment with free installation, and they'll be arriving in January time. We've got one ordered for over there, I think. We've got five to sell, I think. Yeah, I paid for them last night anyway. Right, can you see they've gone gnarly? They're looking good. What I'm going to do is try and put them hedgehog side down. They look like hedgehogs, don't they? Just to get those bits really gnarly, and then we'll get them on. So let's get some rolls ready. So I haven't made the rolls. Not going to bother with that. And even worse than that, I picked. Love it. Already cut rolls, Helena.
They've cut them the wrong way.
So this is the only occasion. We're doing hot dogs, normally I cut them down that side. Helena always cuts them on the top, and we always argue about it. But for these...
I don't argue. It's just a joke.
Yeah, but for these I think it works. So I've got rolls that are already cut. How's that? Cheating. Right, let's get these loaded up. I'm going to get Mama to try one.
These were a little bit of a revelation earlier in the week.
Now, can you see?
I don't mind it.
Can you see they're all gnarly and crunchy on top?
Frankfurter, but these did come up.
What are we doing for time? Oh, we're good. So, what I'm going to do... Whoa. Can you see they don't want to go down. They're brilliant. Let me just turn this egg up a tiny bit. They're doing all right. Right, so let's dress them. So at great expense, we've got little ketchup bottles. So you can put whatever you want on them, but a proper ketchup bottle, you need a finer top if you want to make them look pretty. Ketchup, Mama? You getting it? Too late. Then dirty. I don't want a dirty. French's mustard, the horrible American stuff. You've got to do that.
What?
All over the bun because I want to see her eat it like that. That's the way it should be. Now you could put anything else you want on them.
That does work, doesn't it, with those little...
Yeah. So I've just chopped up a few jalapenos. So
one without. I'm not sure, Mum.
What?
Yeah. Should we just flick off the jalapeno?
No, we'll give her one without.
No, put it on.
We'll put a few on for her. How's that? That looks nice, doesn't it? Right, I haven't got... Tell you what. What you don't want to do is use plates and stuff, do you? So how's that? That looks lush. So this is our Crisscross dog. So there's one for Mama.
Oh, so we've just had someone new.
Don't get it all down yourself, Mama.
So
No, because I haven't really got a change of clothes.
So these are called
That looks lovely.
Crisscross dogs. The recipe is already on the website. So I'm just giving a little update to some.
So they're little frankfurters. So they're jumbo frankfurters. Yeah. Put between two spoons like that. Cut one way, cut the other way, so you've got a crisscross in them. And then baked so that they go. If you look at the end of that one, this end's probably better. You can see it goes all chunky and gnarly. Anyway.
So that's that. What else have we?
We've got our loaded potatoes with chilli and cheese, and I just want them to go a little bit more. I'm going to turn this right up. So we made a chili con carne on the egg. We did it. The recipe's on our website. We did it in the cast iron Dutch oven. We put a chunk of wood in there, so you can see it's not burnt all the way through, but this is a piece of sweet chestnut, and it just gives a lovely smoky, rich flavour to your chilli. And then it's cooked, we've twice cooked it, and then stuff that into the jackets, put potato back over the top of them, the bit we scooped out and turned into mash, and then some cheese over the top, so loads of loveliness. And they look a bit like that, but now I want them to speed up a bit and just get the tops, I'm going to turn them right up, get the tops a little bit brown so we can take some lovely photos on. So we might take one off before we finish, but I'll show you the others. And then on this egg we have, let me jump in, a lovely our squash with a lovely cheese fondue in there. And you get your bread in there. I'm going to do it in a minute. So, oh, look at that. That's what you're looking for. I might take one of these out. I'll probably take that one out because it's... Oh no, we'll take this one, shall we? Let's take it over and try some. So, this is when I drop it. Might pour off a little of the excess liquid. There you go, that way. Yep. I'll put that down there. I'll pop it in the middle because it's going to tower over the other bit. Let's get some crusty bread to go in it, which I haven't made. I was going to make a sourdough, but didn't happen.
Don't come too close, I've got mustard all over me.
No, you don't. How's your hot dog?
Super. Absolutely
so
lovely.
easy and so lovely. Using the new Savanac knives that we do, so they're on the website, selling well. Right. Come on. A couple of minutes and we're good.
Oh, do you want to shut the lid on that other?
Yeah, that's the plan. Thank you. Let that cook. I'm going to take another bit, just so I can leave those two nice bits. Let's get in there. Let's get a bit of sticky. Now you should toast it a little bit. I've got the skewers somewhere. Oh, look at that. Helena won't like this. She doesn't like melted cheese.
No, not really.
Oh.
I love cheese, but not particularly melted.
I'm not going to double dip, but oh, that's delicious. Right. Sorry, I'm getting everywhere now. We'll grab one of these. Oh, they're just starting to go. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So are there any questions while I wait 2 minutes to get that cheese on the top to go brown? Ask away. I'm just going to get my drink. How's that, Mama?
It's absolutely delicious. It really, really is.
Yeah, white scarf's not probably the right idea with a...
no.
Too late for that. You're right. You haven't got it down here yet.
No, I keep licking my... I've had it on every finger.
Right, so what else should we talk about while that...
Oh, right.
We will update the Christmas page shortly. The search function I've had to take down because that was blocking orders going through, which was a real shame because we just got it doing some really cool stuff, but I'm sure they'll fix that shortly. Yeah, as I said, all the classes are up. We will add to them if we need to. We've got more dates planned.
If people are interested in kind of coming back for a repeat and want to try and have a day with friends and family, then let us know. We've got some dates set aside and we will try and accommodate that.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of private classes in already. Yeah, it's all going well. So the Christmas page will go up. We've got a lot of stock, but we won't be here the last week in November, the first week in December, because I'm making Helena cycle round Vietnam, which she's really chuffed about.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm getting my bottom back in shape on the Peloton.
Yeah, well, we need to get out on the bikes. Right, I'm going to call it on those. Okay, we'll get those out.
And then okay.
Oh, she's hit some jalapeno. Right. Here we go.
What about some meat smoked fire Christmas jumpers?
Christmas jumper. Oh.
Ash has said.
Ah.
So the these are starting to come together quite nicely.
I'm going to cook the rest. I'll take a photo with one of the others, but
We
you get to see.
have
Should have got that.
got a cook on the 11th of November,
Pop that up
which
there.
is going to be a kind of Christmas special. I don't know that we know what we're cooking on it yet, do we?
No, but it won't be turkey. I'm fed up of doing turkey.
So anyone got any questions or any requests for a Christmas turkey,
Get another
what
one.
they potentially like to see us cook? On the Christmas page, actually, we have pulled together some good, or a selection of just ideas from existing recipes that we've got on the website that you might like to use over the festive period. Thought we'd get those up sooner rather than later, so you can have a little practice if you want to. Oh,
We're going over.
we're going there.
We're done. So I'll move my things.
Gloves.
Get rid of my can of Coke, my wine glass, and I'll talk us through it. Right. So we have crisscross dogs.
Yeah,
They are so easy. They are so tasty.
they are. Very messy,
They're messy.
but lovely.
Yeah, but that's to do with the French's mustard. If you've got kids, put them in some old clothes. They probably will like
yeah,
the
you
mustard.
could have told me that at first.
Yeah, anyway. We've got our, and I'm going to get another bit of bread so you can see, we've got our pumpkin, and then you can eat the pumpkin afterwards, cheese fondue. And that's what it should look like, isn't it? Okay, I should have it on a
Hi, Marcus.
skewer, but that's not bad barbecue, is it? Bit of cheese fondue. Sorry, shouldn't do it like that, but might be here all day now.
Pheasant or venison for Christmas?
Oh.
Somebody suggested.
Beef for us.
No,
But yeah.
on the cook.
Yeah. No, we could do some.
We have got a couple of
Sorry, I'm going to eat this.
okay, I think we have got a couple of venison recipes up on the website actually.
Sorry, Mum, I'll get you some in a bit.
No, don't. I'm cool.
Right, so crisscross dog. I've got our pumpkin or our squash
Marcus
fondue.
said that he turned up right on time for the cheese cool money shop.
Yeah. Thank you, Marcus. Is that Marcus Country Woods, mate, Marcus? Morning, Marcus. Hope you're well. And then we've got our, and I'm going to slice one of these in half just so you can see what they look like. What have I done with my knife? There it is. Shouldn't do it on this board, but let's be careful and do
Oh,
it.
Kerry wants some Christmas dessert. I'll have to put the thinking cap on.
Oh, but can you see those? They are chili con carne, stuffed jacket spuds with a cheesy top,
Yeah, looking forward to those.
and I think those are going to be absolutely lush. So, anyway, perfect. That was a quick and, well, not so quick, that was our 45 minutes. So, thank you for watching. Give us a call. I don't know which day I'm out of the office this week, but I will play golf one day. Yeah, a bit cheeky.
I'm not sure I'm going to sign that off.
But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the cook, and we can catch up with you all in, when are we back? 2 weeks? Helena? The 11th.
11th of November.
11th of November for the Christmas cook, and then we'll be off until mid-December
I know,
because
yeah.
of our holiday, unfortunately. But yeah, anyway, thank you for
Hi
watching.
Sam, hope
Great
you're having a lovely
cooks.
time on your cruise in Tenerife. Very jealous.
Oh, people are all over the place in good places. Rude.
So just
This
to,
is a good place.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
and
We'll
we've
be
got
in Vietnam.
everyone coming over for
Dinner
dinner
tonight.
later.
Yeah,
So we'll no doubt have a little bit of fun a bit later.
perfect. Thank you, guys. See you all soon. And if you've got any questions, if you want anything, products from Big Green Egg or whatever, if it's not on the website, just give us a shout. We can source it, and yeah, you'll get a good deal from us. So I'm not allowed to
Brilliant
say that.
cook.
Thank you, Mama. All right, thank you, and see you soon. Cheers.